All good for Derek. You here? Sorry.
Good outing for Keller. I mean, he came out, he was strong, threw the ball, best changeup and slider we've seen so far this year. So really encouraged by that. Pitched out of that jam in the fourth, but much better. You can definitely see there's improvement.
Shelty, Mitch went through the first 14 batters without going into a 2-0 count. What did that tell you about his ability to attack and execute today?
I thought it was the best he's been all year. Jake attacking and executing. And like I said, best changeup we've seen by far with action, velocity. Slider was good. I mean, maintained throughout. Did a nice job. Had a fairly quick fifth inning, and we just didn't capitalize on some opportunities.
Shelty, that fourth inning, getting rough with the high fastball looked like it was a very similar spot to where Jake wanted that high fastball against Barnhart against the Reds to start earlier. Being able to execute in that pretty much exact same situation, is that even more encouraging for whenever it's a clutch moment like that?
Yeah, I think as we move forward, that's really important because he executed the pitch. And, we've seen in previous starts where he hasn't executed or, if he has executed it one time, he hasn't been able to go back to it. And today we saw him be able to go back to it. And again, I thought it was his best outing of the year.
Shawty, what was it like to see some emotion out of him after that high fastball in the fourth or the end of fourth? Do you see the sense that Mitch has shown a little more confidence out there or shown a little more knowing back to his old self a little bit?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think that's a really good point. Not only showing emotion, but being in a position where he knew he can execute pitches. And that's extremely important. And he continued to do it, throughout the game.
Shelty, has there been a focus or a talk with Mitch about reestablishing his fastball? It seems like that's more of a focal point, but I don't know if that's an observation that's wrong or what. How have you guys approached his fastball?
I think it's correct. And it's as much, establishing the fastball and execution of the fastball. What we'd seen in previous outings was, if you don't execute the fastball, it's very hard to establish it. I mean, you can throw it as much as you want, but today I think we saw the ball with different life out of it and definitely different execution. So yeah, I would say that's a fair assumption. You're muted, Kevin.
With Jacob Stallings, what was the extent of they announced what kind of an injury it was, but was that something that happened off a foul ball? And is it anything to be concerned with moving forward?
No, he's day to day. I mean, we'll reassess him tomorrow before we fly. But yeah, it happened on the on the foul ball with Posey, and then he gets hit the next foul ball. Went out and checked on him. He was sore. When O made the mound visit, it was obvious that he was in some discomfort. And regardless of anything, he was coming out after Dickerson hit. We were going to take him out. But, he tried to battle through it through the end of the inning, and we just didn't do it. But it happened on a foul ball.
Shelty, that fifth inning play with Reynolds stealing Frazier at third, I'm guessing, the result obviously isn't what you guys wanted. How should that have been executed?
Will have been better executed if he would have thrown a strike because it was a hit and run. I mean, we had a really good, good assumption that we were going to get fastball there, and we get the only fastball he threw up and in all day out of the zone. Jake handles the bat really well. Brian did a really nice play stopping because he realized where he was at. And their second baseman had a hell of a series, man. He made a couple good catches. He does the fake spin, makes a perfect throw. I think that's why you see they're a good defensive club. But we got the right pitch. We got it in the wrong spot. And because of it, it kind of backfired on us.
I know it's a recurring theme asking about the runners in scoring position, but I think you had a runner left on base in all but one inning. You had 9 left on base in this game. How frustrating is it not to be able to advance the runners, to be able to score the runners, and you didn't have any extra base hits today?
Yeah, I mean, we have to continue to work on that, Kevin. I mean, it's definitely been, something that we have not done well. What would be more concerning to me is if we did not have base runners and we didn't have those opportunities. Now we just have to capitalize on those opportunities, and it's something that we are focusing on. But we have to do a better job in those situations.
Chelsea, David Bednar obviously, locked it down to end the inning. But what did you see when he first came out? Walked the first guy and gave up the homer. Was there kind of a control issue or anything like that?
Yeah, I think he threw some pitches right at the top of the zone that were just balls, and and he didn't get swings on them. And then I think the other thing is he threw 5 pitches to Talkman and didn't throw the split or the slider, and then gave up the homer to Yaz on kind of a yanked fastball. And then after that, he used his repertoire. And I think early on we got away from using the full repertoire.
Up to that point, did you guys think you had a chance at another walk-off win right up until Yaz's homer?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's where we were at with, we knew McGee wasn't available today, or we assumed that McGee wasn't available, and we had our left-handers there. And the 100% thought that was going to happen.
The other thing is, was Rodriguez available, or were you potentially saving him for a 10th inning, given what happened last time?
No, he was not available. I mean, our bullpen was our bullpen has been pretty taxed the last 5 or 6 days, and that happens when you have close games. So we had a few guys that weren't available today.
All good?
Thanks, guys.
Mitch Keller, any questions for Mitch?
Mitch, I think it was the 4th inning. You got a strikeout, got out of a jam. Might have been the 4th. I don't know. You walked off the mound, kind of let some emotion out. Just what was going through your head at that point? What did you feel?
Yeah, I mean, last start, I think it was the 4th inning again. Same situation, and we all know how the last one went. So it was a big moment for me, just getting out of that. Second and third, nobody out, striking out the side there. It was just a huge moment, and I felt really good to be on the other end of the 4th inning there.
Mitch, Charrington talked before the game on the radio about how different people in the organization has helped you, sharing info, asking questions, engaging you. I mean, what has that process been like, and how has it helped you going forward this year?
Oh yeah, just being able to talk to people and hear a bunch of ideas and just different mentality things on how to navigate lineups and how to get through tough times and stuff like that. It's been great to just be able to talk to different people and hear the insights on different situations and different experiences as well.
Shelty said that was probably the best your changeup and slider have looked all year. Did it feel the best it did all year?
Yeah, I think we threw a lot of changeups, especially to Yastrzemski there. I think that kept him off balance. We got a couple strikeouts looking with a fastball off of those changeups. But yeah, and the slider, I feel like I was getting it to really good spots today and not leaving it over the heart of the zone like I had been in the past.
Mitch, what's it like to pitch in a game like that where there's a lot of runners on base on both teams, but not a lot of guys in scoring position? It's a low-scoring game. What's the challenge of that for a starting pitcher to try to navigate a game that it's a 1-1 game or a 2-1 game?
Yeah, I mean, you're just trying to keep the hitters in the game and give us a chance to win, and I think I did that. It's always a close game, so every run matters. Just going back to the 6, I mean, it's just a tough walk. I mean, got him 0-2 count into a walk. It's just not something that you're looking for there. If I had to do it all over again, I'd probably just try and put something in the zone a little bit more and not nibble as much there.
Mitch, were those your parents you saw after the game?
Yeah, my parents.
What was it like to have that start in front of them here at home after, not being able to have them in the stands last year?
I think they're more excited about it than I was, honestly, because I mean, last year it was killing them, especially my dad, not to be able to come. So they're coming to literally every game they can, I think. I mean, they got here on Thursday, so they've been here all week. Yeah, it's awesome to have them in the stands and have that family support here, and yeah, it's just awesome to have them here.
Anything else for Mitch? Okay, good. Thank you. All right, everybody. Adam Frazier is here. Go ahead for Adam.
Adam, I feel like we've had this question for you other times throughout the season, but what is working for you right now? It feels like you've even turned it up a notch from where you were earlier in the season.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what your answer, or I don't have an answer for you just because, I mean, I'm just trying to hit strikes and I'm on time and staying on baseballs. I'm not really chasing out of the zone. It's really a recipe of a lot of things. So, yeah.
What was it like with that hit and run gone wrong? To see the throw he made, I know it was a very close call, but as a second baseman, I'm sure you appreciate the throw he made, even if it was at your own expense.
Yeah, I'm still kind of wondering what he was doing, even throwing it over there. I wasn't that far off. But he went pump fake, full pump fake. I didn't really bite on that, but he pump faked it into a spin, a perfect throw. So, I mean, hats off to him. Nice play. Pretty unbelievable play, really. Like I said, I still don't know why he even threw it. I didn't think I was very far off. So, tip your hat.
In a game like that, how hard is it to have a play like that happen, knowing that you guys were in scoring position? I think they had a wild pitch right after that too.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's like I said, I wasn't even trying to be over aggressive, and he got me. So it's a big play in the game, and that's kind of how it went for them. They did little things right this series, and they got them a couple extra wins. So even last night, they went 3 or 4 assists from the outfield. They put throws right on the money, and then there was a couple more that we just beat over the past couple games. So that's why they're a good baseball team. They win a lot of games, winning close games, and they just do the little things right.
What did you think of Mitch's performance, especially the 4th inning, the way that ended?
He pitched well. That was a huge moment in the game today with I guess second, third, no outs, and punches aside. So hats off to Mitch right there. He's put his feet in the ground and went after him and got him. So hopefully we can continue to see that from him, and that he learns from that and takes a big step forward, because it's in there. It's just a matter of putting it out there all the time.
Rich, how much has being in one consistent spot in the order, whether it's leadoff or whatever, just been a factor here for you?
I mean, we talked about that a lot, in the past, but it doesn't matter where I hit. I don't really care. It's no different. It's just sometimes there's more guys on base and gives you an opportunity to get some RBIs, but and you hit an extra time in the leadoff spot. So, but other than that, it doesn't bother me.
And I think you guys left 9 runners on base today, and that's been something that's happened in some of the past few games. But is the fact that you're getting that many base runners so consistently, inning to inning, reassuring that you guys are being able to set yourself up consistently for when those hits do come in those moments?
Yeah, I guess that's all we've lacked the past few 6-7 games, I guess, is the big hit. Like you said, we're putting ourselves in position to score the runs. We're just not scoring them. So that it's a long season, so just go in streaks, I guess, with that. When offenses are going well, then you're getting those timely hits. So, but we're not far off. A couple big hits here and there, and we win the series against the best team in baseball right now. So we're in every game. We're fighting hard, and whatever happens after that, it happens. So that's all we can do, really, ask each other, just put each other in a situation to succeed and get wins. It's just a matter of a couple timely hits, and they'll come.
Adam, how much appreciation do you have for what Wilmer Defoe's been able to do as a pinch hitter? Because it's hard enough to hit on it when you're playing on a regular day basis. When you're getting a guy who's in that situation, he's been doing a better job as a pinch hitter than anything.
No, he's good. That's him. That's a testament to him. Him as a player, coming off the bench, being locked in all the time, and he wants to win. The guy's a competitor. He leaves it out there every day, and whether he's in the lineup or just comes in for a pinch hit. So It's not easy to do that. I've done it in the past, and you just got to come in and react to usually a really good arm out of the bullpen. So, no, I mean, that's who he is. He's locked in all the time and gives himself a chance to have success.
Adam, do you personally pay any attention to where your season compares to the rest of the league? I know a lot of people have been talking about that with you. Do you pay attention to that at all?
Try not to, but a lot of people text me all the time and tell me how good I'm hitting, and I'm just, gonna knock on some wood because I know how baseball is, and you feel great one day and forget how to even touch a ball the next. So I know how the highs and lows of the game come just as quick as they go. So I mean, we got 120 or so games left, so I'm not real worried about that right now.
Adam, Ben Cherington said something today on his radio show about after this many games, you can really see some of the indicators that they're not just little trends, but that this is the way that, type of hitter that you are. Do they share with you the things that are maybe the predictors versus, the other stats that you can kind of compare yourself to? And how much do they share that with you? And how much do you look at that as saying, hey, 40 games has been enough to show you what I can do?
No, they don't share that with me, and I could care less what they say. I mean, you could throw a prediction out for anything, just like they predicted we were going to be terrible this year, but we're a pretty good team. That stuff means nothing to me or anybody else in that clubhouse. So, I mean, no, I don't hear any of that, and I don't look at it, and don't really care to see any of it. So just go out and play the game and play hard, and try to put myself and each other, my teammates, in positions to have success.
All good for Adam? Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks, Adam.